This is the Conscious Business Podcast. I'm Clayton.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jesse.
So let's start with an objective of this podcast. Like, would you guys say it's a fair description to say unpacking the untalked about elements of business that is the factor of human emotion?
I think nailed that on the head there, my friend.
The taboo type topics, right? Like,
yeah. Okay. So then, I'm just trying to think of how we circle into who everyone is.
Jesse, what do you do for a living?
I'm proudly a father and a real estate agent, husband to a wonderful one. You know, what do I do for work?
Yes.
Real estate agent. I connect people with a home through whatever means, communications, differences.
Managing relationships.
And that's totally like the route I think about, is helping people out.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Clayton?
I too am a realtor here in Abbotsford.
And tell us about yourself.
Yeah, no, I've been doing that for just over 5 years. No, just under 5 years. I'm in my 5th year. It's actually the longest career I've ever held. It's the longest job I've held for more than, any other length of time. Yeah, it's been a really good learning curve, and I really enjoy it. And yeah, so I really do enjoy what I do. Background, nothing related. I've never done any sales or anything like that. I was just working construction, so I'm just me, man.
And well, I'm also in real estate, but a little bit different, by helping them finance their buyers. I have been doing it, I guess this is my 4th full year. Dad to a great little one who's playing baseball right now, hopefully kicking butt. And not my longest job, but definitely the hardest in terms of managing expectations and leading people the right way. And I'm excited to share with you guys my business journey.
Where do we begin? Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk with how we all know each other. So, funny enough, grade 9, Jesse was actually my student teacher in grade 9 science. And so being a younger guy and whatever, we got along. And as he was my teacher, which by the way, he gave me a shit grade. He gave me a C+ when I worked my ass off in physics. God
damn it, Jesse.
Yeah. So, and then we crossed paths a little bit outside of high school after him being my substitute teacher throughout the years of high school. So I'd always see him around. And then we had a couple mutual friends through where I worked. And then I moved to Alberta. Jesse also moved to Alberta. So I saw that on Facebook. So I was like, yo, we're not that far away. Let's hang out. And so we did. We got together and, had a great time and talked about, I don't even know what. Was golf in your life yet?
No, not even.
Yeah, I don't even know what our common ground was. But either way, we always got together at some point and hung out. And then I moved back to Kelowna, but then back to the coast. And then Jesse moved back to the coast as well. So then we got together and we golfed, and he ended up wanting to get into real estate. And now the teacher is the teachee. Is that right?
Student.
Yeah. Is now the student is now the teacher.
It seems almost unrealistic to meet at multiple points in different places I just found it odd that you could meet somebody out that way and then keep running into them. So I thought there's something being led there.
Doop 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 doop.
You just meant to be you two.
I do think like it was really difficult to like grasp why I want to switch from what I was doing. And then I was really encouraged by Clay to give it a go, to give it a shot, because he saw the charisma and the passion I had to help and like understand that's what I was doing for work. But then taking it to industry where I can really focus it with one-on-one attention. And that's what like we essentially do as real estate agents, is make a connection with people and make sure we're understanding exactly what they're saying, because their language might be a different language, even though it might be English, right? So
yeah, and I think the main thing that got it started was, Jesse, you don't have enough time to golf with me because you're working at Costco in Burnaby. You commute for an hour and you work 12-hour shifts. Like, you don't have enough time to golf. Just you're a energetic and like talkative person and you get along with people easily. Like, why don't you just get into real estate? Or did it even start differently than that?
Yeah, it seemed like
that seems like something I definitely would say to you, to like just drop your job and be a realtor so you can golf more. Priorities.
Yeah. Quitting security, and that was a huge like security, a constant drip.
Yeah, moving from a job where you're getting paid for your time and getting steady paychecks all the same, to not knowing when or where your next client or paycheck is going to come from. So working solely on commission, you don't sell, you don't make any money. It's a big jump. How'd you make money before the self-employed life, Justin?
So I was in underground utilities. So I was doing 12 to 16 hour days, working like a slave. I don't know. That's probably the best way to put it. And one day I was drinking beer with a fellow realtor in town, and he made like 50 grand on a deal. We were playing pool and drinking beer, and I'm like, how the hell did that just happen?
Is that Tall Man?
It is Tall Man. Mr. Real Estate Fraser Valley. Shout out.
This account isn't deleted.
But yeah, once, it kind of opened my eyes to what was out there. And then, I don't know, I'm kind of a impulse person. Like, hey, I want a Jeep, so I go buy a Jeep. Or, hey, I want a puppy, so let's get a puppy. So yeah, I think I called my aunt. She explained what to do and quit right into the deep end. And it was fun because I only had about $8,000 in my bank account. And in real estate, you don't get paid very quickly.
No.
And that wasn't known. So this guy's like, I got this. But yeah, the fear, that was pretty rad.
Well, what was your living situation? Like, do you have a super high, have a expensive lifestyle that was above the means of someone starting out at a business like that?
Of course. I was like the make $8,000 a paycheck and spend $9,000.
And what did you spend it on?
Things that should not be discussed.
Savings. You're right. Savings.
Nice podcast show.
Oh, okay.
We're going to not get an explicit warning.
Fair.
I like these golden microphones, by the way.
Yeah, they really shine. They shimmer. Hopefully they sound good too.
That's his job.
That was his job.
It doesn't sound good. We fire him. Get somebody else.
We didn't even hire him for audio.
Working for free. I like it.
Yeah, no, he's working the video, so he's still getting paid. Yeah, the I started real estate tapped out, flat broke. Yeah, that was a bad way to transition real estate, I would also say. I thought I was doing the right way. I had money saved up before I quit my actual job to get my license, and had my $25,000, set aside for bills and stuff, just in case you don't sell anything right away, So I left my job on September 7th was my last day. And then I didn't get my real estate license totally done and like up and operational until like November 17th. So there was that time to burn through some money. I can't even say that because I had another thing happen earlier before that. I got in a car accident. I didn't have insurance. It had expired while I was flying out north for work and came back and it expired, got in a car accident. It was my fault. So there goes that $25,000. And then because it took me longer to get my license than I thought, and just poor planning, I guess, poor budgeting, what little I had left over, which was pretty much like a line of credit. So not a lot. And then I literally, no, not even ICBC. I was all out of pocket. Well, I guess I paid it to ICBC, but yeah.
Why wouldn't you just take the hit? That's why you didn't have insurance. That's right.
Yeah, I found it expired while I was at work. And so, literally the day I got my license full up and running, I literally had like $2,000 in my bank account. I have a house, I have a mortgage, I have car payments, right? And I'm living life. trying to be a realtor. And it ran out. So I didn't have any money going into it. And then luckily I got a deal like right away, like to pay some bills off. Cause like my credit card was like full, like my line of credit was full. I had no money in my bank account. Like, I had a tenant upstairs paying rent. So that helped for the first bit, but like, yeah. So then when the car accident happened, I had to, as a new realtor that's broke, I didn't have the money to pay someone to do it. Right. So I had to take time away from working on my business as a brand new realtor that's really literally done, I think by that point, 2 deals. And then my house flooded. And so, so I didn't have someone to work on it. And so I had to do all the work myself. Like I had equipment like excavators and stuff in my backyard, and I had to like cut a strip under my house and do all the drainage. And luckily I had a neighbor that was really awesome that helped me. But like, all this stuff happened. So it was definitely poorly planned, and also some bad luck threw in there. And it was super hard. Like my first year, like staying afloat was a struggle.